Steve McQueen. Born in England on the 9th of October 1969. Winner of the Turner Prize and now director, is pushing film out of the cinema and into the gallery. Starting in fine art, McQueen gained his experience making video installations, leading to his 3 feature films: Hunger, Shame, 12 Years a Slave.
Nigger run, nigger flow, nigger tore his shirt in two.
His artistry gives him trademarks including dialogue scenes shot in one take and long shots capturing disturbing or key events of the body, dealing with Michael Fassbender in a major role and Joe Walker as editor for McQueen's assistance in these long edits. A pattern of cellular confinement emerges in his films, expressing his own confinement in life and how trapped he felt as an individual.
If justice had been done, I never would have been here.
I closed the book and I was very angry at myself.
I will examine how McQueen's artistic filmmaking with long edits makes his work stand out in its intensity, with small comparisons to ideas of montage.
Sometimes I wish we were robots. Maybe we would be better.
And the explosive Hollywood narrative that Michael Bay expresses in his work. Similar to the French New Wave, his work is an art form. However, he makes them think, stating in an interview, "I'm about challenging people, like properly challenging them and their assumptions, doing this through long takes and real issues." Francois Truffaut's Le Quatre Cent Coupe employs similar features of McQueen's work. Truffaut's work in this feature film also endure long takes to explore the freedom of a young schoolboy as the travelling camera follows him running to the sea, expressing realism in a more exciting way than any other editing technique could have. This is similar to the case in McQueen's first feature film, Shame, in which he explores the loneliness and depression a sex addict has to put up with. A specific sequence of the addict himself, played by Fassbender, running down the street with no cuts, putting the audience in a similar confinement to the character. The audience's assumptions on this uncomfortable story are challenged in this long take, as McQueen gives us 2 full minutes of this until we are finally let go as the travelling camera finally stops. Film critic Andre Bazin talks about montage and editing in general in an article, stating, "The changes of point of view would add nothing. If McQueen had cut to different images of the character's body in this specific scene, not only would the changing point of view add nothing, it would take away the discomfort of this real-time issue."
If you go to Louisiana, it is one of the most beautiful places you've ever been to. It is what it is. It's perverse. Life is perverse.
McQueen has also had experience with other editing techniques, resulting in his video installation Deadpan, winning the Turner Prize, showing a young Steve McQueen perform a famous Buster Keaton gag where the side of a house collapses on top of him again and again. This originally discontinuous style of editing was shown as a comedy for Keaton. However, McQueen stands completely still even when the wall has fallen and holds the shot for a lengthy time. Tension is built easily with this style, just like the diving sequence in Olympia. The repetition of the same shot from different angles builds excitement, or in McQueen's case, builds discomfort. Will Brooker for The Guardian writes, "It was clear they wanted to test the way in which narrative film could exist as an art form. In connection to McQueen's gallery work, onto his feature film, the idea of film as an art is changing the way we look at cinema."
Present moment in time, so you obliterate the frame, and you're present with that image then and now. We are in real time now.
Typical Hollywood films, such as Michael Bay's Transformers, shows rapid edits of continuous editing to increase the excitement delivered from this blockbuster. McQueen, however, takes us in the opposite direction and holds us in each and every edit. McQueen's latest feature film, 12 Years a Slave, is another story containing difficult subject matter.
In my home. Now you tell me all is lost.
A specific scene in this film is the lynching scene, where protagonist Solomon Northup stands on his tiptoes with a rope around his neck, extended from a tree and uncomfortably struggling to breathe. As this long edit plays out, normal life goes on in the background. Marco Boher writes, "McQueen actively uses the long take to contrast the viewer with a reality that must not be forgotten. This long take is a struggle to watch for the viewer. Knowing the reality of this true story in general adds to the discomfort, and this builds as the shot continues." McQueen then decides to cut the scene into what seems like a series of photographs capturing the typical life and normality of slavery. as we see Solomon facing his white American owners, symbolizing their authority over this man due to the colour of his skin, in contrast to his back being turned to his people, children playing, having fun, as if it's normal. McQueen's artistic talents present this scene in a powerful and truthful way. To sum up then, McQueen's long shot motif gives us an insight into real issues that he is expressing and so challenges our assumptions, albeit in an uncomfortable way. However, his artistic style to filmmaking has made for an interesting way to edit films into an unusual yet effective story. Similar to the French New Wave, he is stretching the boundaries of cinema in a way that Hollywood cinema couldn't dream of. McQueen is truly bringing film out of the cinema and into the gallery, and to state Will Brooker, he's brought a fine art sensibility to cinema, and film is a tool for his art.